Oh my goodness, skilled battle time. There's a Katarina. I don't want to fight that. That's interesting. That's interesting. we'll fight the Arnold team. That looks fun. Oh, I have to place my monsters again. Oh, him and her. And happy Monday. What's up, peoples? Oh, we gotta do this guild battle and have fun. I want to try to blow up Arnold. He's got a lot of hit points, but we should try it anyway. We should certainly try it. Where's Poseidon? Where are you, Mr. Poseidon? And Alicia and Galleon? Sure. Let's do it. I think that'll work. I think that will work. Now, can I join my chat? That's the question. That's what we're going to try to do. I'm going to try to see if it's possible I can join my own chat here from the YouTube gaming app. Let's see here. My channel isn't in my favorites. Get the buff off of him. Go. Okay, that's good. Let's kill Darian next. We'll auto him. Not Proclaimers, Proc Ready. Proc Ready Gaming. See, I'm live. I'm live. Oh, and I can chat on my phone? Oh, this is hot. Okay. Chat time? Hey, tell me, do I show up as a crown when I chat on my phone? Does it do the crown thing like it does on the computer? Because it would be cool if it did. Yeah, you're the first one today, Aaron. Okay, this is cool. So I can read the chat from this other phone. So we got a guild war we need to do, guys. And then I guess we're gonna do like some daily activities and then Rift and QA time for the win. It's gonna be fun. Yes, good deal. Yes, and we're gonna do Monster Box, Kyle. We're gonna do Monster Box for even people that might be on other servers. Cause I have right here. Look at this. Look, you wanna see some hot stuff? You wanna see it? You wanna see it? Oh my god. Oh my god, 2 phones at the same time. To do Monster Box stuff. It's happening. It's happening. On a stream. I'm gonna be able to get to grind and do guild battles and stuff, and at the same time talk and enjoy fun Monster Box stuff. But for right now, we're gonna turn off that second phone and we're gonna finish our guild fight, because finishing the guild fight should be really cool. And we're gonna move this team like that, and I think we'll be good to go. I'm not scared of that wall. I'm not scared. Not scared of the wall. Oh, I don't care. We won. I can attack. I can dual attack. Ooh, you fancy, bro, today. Who that black guy? Who? There's not a black guy. Is there supposed to be a black guy somewhere? I thought I was pretty white myself. Just me. Just what I was thinking. Oh my goodness, I slept in so hard today. I got up like 15 minutes ago, man. Just had enough time to do like daily chores and then get to have fun doing this stuff. Try it out. Earn a die. This next fight's gonna be fun. It's not often I go up against Huas in guild battles. Good afternoon. Hello from Germany. We definitely got to kill this Hua first, I think. She's the only danger here. These other guys aren't gonna do much. Give me your buff, please. Can you give me all your buffs? Turn them into dots. Yay. Alright, alright. Let's kill the water werewolf next. We can auto this guy too. It's so smooth. You fixed it. Thanks, Cedric. Hello from Cedric's couch. Matthias, you got a dark BK? Yeah, one of my guildmates, it's his birthday today, and he opened 40 scrolls, and he got 2 lightning. He got 2 lightning from 40 scrolls. 40 mystical scrolls. And it was kind of sad. Oh, this just makes me mad with the Molly and stuff on defense. I don't even want to fight him, really. Let's fight somebody that we can just try to clear really fast. Because nothing really matters anyway. Because we won. Yeah, let's do this guy. There's a Katarina and a Theomar, so we could possibly lose somebody in the bottom fight. Let's do it. Maybe we'll get Soul of Discharged and it'll be fun. Soul of Discharge would be fun. If we could get Soul of Discharged. I need to find a way to put this other phone up somewhere where I can read the chat, like, easier. I got an idea. Will the idea work? Can you auto-rotate? Hold on, we gotta kill this guy, and then we gotta auto-rotate the chat. We gotta set up the, oh. Go small. I wanna read the chat. No! Oh. It's making it hard to read the chat. I guess it's got to be this way. Okay, well, I'll set it up right. I'll find a way to set this phone up where we can read the chat. I need something like this box here. Oh my goodness, I'm going to need another box besides that box. That box is not going to work. Hold on. Got to find a way to read the chat on the phone. Okay, let's just auto this guy. I don't care. Let's do it. Punch on Katarina. There we go. We're gonna auto this team because we gotta prop the phone up in order to read the chat. I need a box to do that, and the box needs to be someplace cool, like right here, maybe. Oh, that's not gonna. That's gonna work for a little bit until I run out of battery. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. This works because I can read the chat now. Yes. Did we win? I wasn't even looking. We're winning. All right, go auto. Nummy, nummy, nummy. Oh my goodness, I need this coffee in a bad way. Hi, Don. Welcome to the first stream. At some point I'm going to need to charge that other phone, or it's going to run out of battery. Is there a way I can charge it and read the chat without it falling into oblivion? Maybe we can turn it this way? Will you go all the way upside down? No, you won't. Okay, whatever. Do. Yeah, okay, well, we're just gonna have to do it like this because I need to be able to read the chat. Oh, goodness, okay. So we got to do some wings really quick. I took out my defense. Like, check out this pimp defense. This is the Pimp Daddy defense right here. Look. Boom. Boom. Double Mummy, Fire Monkey, and Chloe represent on the defense. And we are, so far since reset, because I ranked really high. I closed, last night I closed 23. We got ranked 23 last night. Go team! Ranked 23 in the house with the arena defense. We totally messed up the arena defense. We could have gotten way higher, but we screwed up the arena defense. Okay? You gotta have Kumar in the arena defense. I was checking my logs last night, and as soon as we switched to Kumar and put Kumar with Rina in the defense, we just got so many successes and people left us alone. It was awesome. So I know what to do with Rina now, I think. You know, and we could have gotten better, but we got 23. So I'm still excited. But so far this week, the Double Mummies Chloe Fire Monkey is 9 for 21. It was like 1 for 21, and then now I guess I'm low enough where people are losing to it. So we're just gonna do a refresh, and we're gonna like find people in the arena to try to hurt and do damage to and stuff, and see what happens. And we gotta clear these wings, because you gotta use your wings, peoples. Even if you drop rank and farm, use your wings. Don't let your wings go to waste. She did not do Fnatic on the first turn. Yeah, my Wind Pirate's ruined up, man. You want to see Wind Pirate? We can auto some guys with our Wind team. That'd be fun. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta power up Wind Pirate's runes. I have all these rune enchantment things that I need to give them. We can do that too. And as soon as more people show up, we'll start doing Q&A with our second account I got set up here. Make sure you skill up Galleon, okay? Like, what are you doing with your team like this? That's kind of scary, dude. That's a good team. Just make sure you skill up your Galleon first. Wind Pirate is good, but he's not nearly as useful as Galleon, that's for sure. Wow, this guy's got good runes. He's got wheel runes. He knows what he's doing. I think we'll get him though. Hopefully. Don't get resisted and stuff. Good job. Now just kill them all, please. It's good enough, I think. It's good enough. Yeah. That's how I use Chiwu, guys, by the way. So people were asking me, Cedric, you were asking me about Chiwu last night. This is my speed team right here. This is the team I use if I have to try to outspeed people. And I made them really fast so I could take off their will runes and then knock their attack bars back and then armor break them. It's fun stuff. Hey Foro, don't smoke weeds while streaming. I'm sorry, dude. I got to. It's like it's the thing, you know. Oh, what is this guy? Wait, we should. I want to wind him. Let's wind him. You ready? Let's do it. Oh wow, I gotta find all these people. Can I play with the mouse? No. Okay. I was gonna see if I could play with the mouse. Alright, so Orochi, Wind Pirate, and then Bernard and Eladriel. I gotta find these things. Got too many monsters in my box this week because of all the cool changes and so much fun reading up monsters and playing around with them. Oh my goodness, it's been a fun week, man. This has been a fun week. Rift has been awesome. By the way, if any of my guildmates are watching the stream, which I hope that you all are, you should do rifts with me here in a little bit. Who should we assassinate? Whoever doesn't have will runes. Veramos makes me mad. We should kill him. Yeah. Look at Wind Team. Storm and Gale. Boom, that's a dead Veramos. What? Fall over. Okay. Now let's reduce your attack. There you go. And then that's gonna hurt him pretty bad. Yeah. My Wind Team is pretty pro. Especially when this... I should probably take that buff off. Oh. Okay, now let's auto it and then see if we can... Let's see, will the auto be able to kill, whatever his name is. Trevor. Trevor's his name. Thanks, Mr. David. Thank you. 4-0, I just 6-starred Mav and Colleen for Rift. You think they are good choices? Colleen, yes. Mav, no. Mav doesn't do much. He's good. He can be a tank. I mean, he's usable. He's certainly usable. Like, if you don't have anything better. But he's not like the greatest of the great. Okay, Alicia, Galleon, Poseidon. No. Poseidon, Kumar, Pra. Yeah, let's go like that. So Colleen, yes. Colleen is awesome. Everybody should 6-star Colleen. Unless your name is 4-0 and you have God, Wahi, and you should make 5-star Colleen. And then maybe 6-star her later on when you need her. But yeah, everybody should 6-star Colleen because she's just too good for Necro. And she's way too good for this Rift business, man. This Rift business, Colleen is just, oh my goodness. You can't not use her in Rift. There's only like a couple of reasons why you shouldn't use her. Let's just hit her. Kyle, I wouldn't recommend doing Fedora unless you got all the skill ups for him. I did Fedora because if anybody's watching like my previous streams and stuff, I had, you saw the 12 Death Knights in my storage. I knew I could skill him up, and I knew I had a really good rune set for him, and I knew he'd be good in Rift, so I built him and I decked him out. And he's awesome in Rift. Me, Tricky. We're gonna go do rifts, and then we'll get the Monster Box stuff set up. We got 4 wings used. That's pretty good. Now we gotta use our energy. And I'm gonna be farming rifts, and then we'll do Q&A and stuff, because that's what today is about. And I don't need a lot of concentration to farm these rifts. It's just like pressing the button over and over again. Yeah, we're gonna work on the camera angle and stuff. I'm not looking at the camera right now because who are we farming with? Micro and Tricky, and that'll work. That'll work. What runes do I use on Orion? I use Violent and Nemesis, and make them fast. Swift is the preferred set that most people will use. People's Swift. So here's our super cool account that Cedric made for us. Look how cool this is. We got another island here that we can use. Which server are we on? Oh, a lot of questions. Who's that lady in the white gown at your back? There's not a lady in a white gown. I don't see. Do you? I'm lost. The phone screen turned off. That's cute. For Cedric, you lost your mod powers. You gotta be kidding me. Are you serious, Cedric? Did you lose your mod powers? Do I gotta get out the internet? Oh my goodness, let's get out the internet. Hold on. Let's go fix Cedric's mod powers and make the stream laggy. Yes, Delphoid is definitely worth building for Rifts, but you gotta have her skilled up. Like, you gotta remember, these 4-star monsters, don't do them unless you can skill them up. Don't do it. Don't do it. So, but yeah, she's awesome. I would use Delphoid and Kona both together. Like, you see how I use Fedora and, you know, I use 2 cleansers, Fedora and Kona. Definitely worth doing right there. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, people, if you got questions, if you're gonna ask me questions and I can't see the stuff in your storage, then it's gonna impact. You know, you could possibly have a monster box. You possibly have a cool monster in your storage, and that cool monster could have a lot of potential for you. And so yeah, I think if you're gonna ask questions today, make sure you get your monsters out of storage, because I won't be able to see your storage. Okay, let's go to the stream and figure out what's up with... You did not lose your mod powers, Cedric. You lied to me. You made me open up the web browser and look at all this stuff, and you have a wrench by your name, sir. That's nutty. You did. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna close that because I don't need that, because we're reading the chat on the phone. Which we got to figure out which channel we're gonna go to for the global questions, right? Because we're on global right now, but I need to know which channel to go to on global. So we gotta agree to our random channel of the day. I see a wrench by Cedric. I just opened up the live stream and he has a wrench. 1487. Okay, so everybody, 1487 is our channel. 1487. I'm switching there right now on this other one. Well, see, look at that. See, this is the channel we're in. Beep, beep, beep. 1487. Hello, Fury Strike. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, look, I'm gonna ignore that, okay? I'm gonna say I saw the wrench and other people didn't see the wrench. And if there's something we need to fix later, Cedrico, we can fix it later. But I think we're good. Yeah, maybe the wrench is hidden. It's possibly hidden. So here's how it's gonna work. Cedric is gonna try to do what we did like on Wednesday, and hopefully like organize these a little bit where I can find you people, and we can just do them one at a time, and have discussion. And I'll make this phone a little bigger, because I think you guys get the idea on the Rift stream here. This way we can see both of them, and we can move this down a little bit. Can we see the whole thing? Sure, looks good. Looks great. Yeah, you see, look, the people are talking in the chat. That's awesome. How do I ruin Wahi? We did this last night. I'll put her up on the screen over here. That's how I ruin Wahi. That's Wahi right there. Well, the video stopped, but the chat's good. That's cool. Alright, so Cedric, you let me know when you think you're ready and the people are organized, okay? And Cedric is going to help present the question to me so that I know... Yeah, see, IGN plus server plus question equals get lined up, and then we will hang out. And if people have if people wanted us to visit another server, we could try that out because we got the other server set up here. I can so switch to like another server somehow. There's a button here that does it. Somebody will help me find it. I know it's there. And then we'll just have Cedric present the question so that I can read it through like all the chat stuff, and then we'll kick it off. And I think we're about ready, man, because this is what I'm gonna do today. I'm farming Rift. Might get a little bite to eat here in a little bit because I'm freaking starving. And we're hanging out because it's Monday. It's Monday hangout time. So whenever you're ready, Cedric, you break me off. Let's see if we can start on global for a little bit, so that we don't have to move to another account. How many people are hanging out? I can't see the number. I'm watching the chat on my phone this time instead of on the computer. Foro, look at me. Hi, Alex. List closed for now. Alright, look, Cedric is pro. That fool is... He set up this account for us, too. He set up the whole account for us. This is Cedric's account right here. And I can switch servers. It's like pro. Absolutely professional. Yeah, I'm ready, Cedric. Let's do this. I just need to... If your name isn't on the list, if you don't see the name pretty high up, you're going to have to talk again for me. Or else I won't be able to find you. Exactly. Achievement unlocked. Master organizer of the stream, making it fun. Alpha 7. I see Alpha 7. You got to be kidding me. You got it. What? Who's been here all those times when people ask me like what's the best all-around monster in the entire game, and I say Light Beast Monk. Who's been here for that? Seriously. You got to be kidding me. Do you have the Light Beast Monk? Or is that just a joke? Oh, that's good. That's good. His crit rate is a little on the low side. You need to get him like at least 10% more crit. And his speed is really slow. You're not going to have success with that. Okay, so first things first, Alpha. You got to fix this guy, my man. You got to fix him. And don't make him be crit damage unless you can get his speed like at least plus 30 and his crit rate at least like 75. Okay? Because this is going to work good, but the problem is anybody that's anybody is going to stun you, and your turn is never going to come up. The only monsters that you can do really slow in Arena are your nukers for your Wombo guys, right? You can do your nukers for Wombo guys slow, and you can do special tunes like Leo stuff slow. But pretty much everything else that you want to use in your Arena and your PvE and stuff, it needs better speed. So... I would try to, like, for instance, my Beast Monk, my Ritesh, or Kumar, he's got like plus 54 speed and 79 crit rate or something, and maybe, I think a little less crit damage, like maybe 142 or something like that. And what makes him good is his plus 54 speed and the greater chance to crit. If you can't get his crit rate up there and you can't get his speed subs up there, then just switch him off crit damage and make him be like more utility. You know, like get high crit rate, low crit damage, a lot more speed, a whole lot more speed. Stick with the violent set for sure, because the beast monks are awesome. Like, you got some great violent runes here. Like, the violet runes are boss. But I would say that this, you might try to switch him off to crit damage and make him be, like, more utility. You gotta be kidding me. You have, like, really, really awesome monsters. And you got great runes. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, Alpha, okay? And taking a look at these monsters, I'm gonna say probably what you might be struggling with is, are you having problems like clearing Dragon's B10 and getting it down to 100%? If so, I would do this, okay? I would get Verd maybe just a hair bit more hit points. Okay? Try to find a way to get him a little more hit points. And then make your Dragons team be like Verd and Briand for res. Okay? And then Veramos, Bella, and depending on if you need extra damage or if you need extra immunity, take like Sigmaris or Chloe. Okay, if you're dying, take Chloe. And then just do Dragon's B10, right tower, boss. Right tower, boss. Vertihil, Chloe, Veramos, Bella, Briand. And keep farming dragons all day and get mana. Get mana, because what's going to help you break into, you know, the Conqueror rank at some point is powering up all these runes that are sitting at plus 12. Heck, you could probably use Shazam in Dragon's B10. So that's my answer to your question. Like, if you don't have Dragon's B10 on farm, you're just using the wrong monsters, dude. Verd, Chloe, Briand, Pharaoh, Bella. Right tower, Dragon, the end. You'll win every time. It'll have like 98% success rate. 99, 100% success rate. And just keep doing that. Get mana. Get more mana. Power up these runes. You got good runes. There's nothing wrong with taking 5-star runes to plus 15. Nothing wrong with taking 5-star runes to plus 15. And fix Shazam a little bit, and you'll be good to go. The end. That was brilliant. I love that account. You got a great account, man. Shazam? Seriously. Alpha, did you have any questions for me before the next person? Like, specifically about what we talked about there. Okay, good. Good. Alright, Cedric. Whenever you're ready, my man. This guy's rocking Recon? That's crazy. Yeah, we're gonna do EU server. Marnie Global. Hi 4-0. What possible defenses can I do to hold C3 and above? We got Soha, that's cool. And yeah, we're making some really awesome rune setups. Poseidon's got speed and accuracy. That's hot. You see, you're working here, buddy. Brienne's looking good. Bella's looking good. Barrow's looking good. I like that. Wow, and we're working on all the right monsters for like Necro and stuff. That's awesome. That is totally awesome. You got your Rift monsters working. Oh, this is pro. This is, man, Marnie, mad props. Everybody should look at this account and see this is a person that has their priorities straight, that knows what they're doing. Revive. Like 6-star McKean. But and you don't see that a lot because people don't like pay to play players. A lot of times they use Brienne because they just get them from scrolls, right? Mickeen is so underrated. Good job 6-starring her. You're gonna get a lot of use out of her. Brienne's got just enough skill ups to get the res. That's smoking. This is a great account. I love this account. It makes a lot of sense. You're doing everything just right. How's your Bernard? Okay, Bernard is decently fast too. Honestly, what if I were you? I would try just some sort of I'd try one of two defenses. Okay, I would try like your classic Brienne, Bella, Vero, Verd type comp. You don't have any protection against like YOLO setups, but sometimes Bella will seize, and Vero will stun, and you'll kill YOLO comp sometimes. Or I would do some sort of like speed kill comp. Like, have you noticed in the evening when we're doing like our Sunday stream, there's all those teams that have no healers and just like a Theomaris, and sometimes the Theomaris just goes crazy and blows up stuff, and there's nothing you can do about it because he gets a couple lucky violent procs. You might try something like Galleon, Theo, Bernard, because your Bernard's pretty good. Your Bernard's pretty fast. And then, like, maybe mix in a healer, like Chloe, just to, like, prolong the inevitable. And a lot of people are going to beat you, but what's going to happen is sometimes if you got your speed done right, which you do, you got your speed pretty good. Galleon's faster than Theo. Bernard's the fastest. You're going to get some kills, because when Theo gets Bernard and Galleon buffs, it's over. He's going to one-shot stuff. The thing that you're probably going to want to be on the lookout for is an AoE buff remover, like, that's similar to Soha, but it's going to be tough to use. It's going to be tough to use Soha unless she's like skilled up and she has really great runes. So if you don't run across another really, really awesome buff stripper, at some point I might say throw Soha in there. Like, Soha lead Theomaris with 100% crit, so you don't have to run him in lead, right? Then Galleon, and then Bernard. And try to get most everybody on will offset, so people can't stun you on the first round, and then there's a chance that you're going to remove people's buffs and Theomaris is just going to blow people up. So yeah, I would run with the classic Vero, Bella, Brienne, Verd type setup, and just make sure like Brienne has will runes, and or slowly work on something like Soha, Theo, Galleon, Bernard. Because what's going to happen is your Bernard and your Galleon will buff Theo, something will get armor broken, and Theo will one-shot pretty much everything. That is, unless sometime at some point you come across a really, really great AoE dispeller that's not Soha. I would say if you had to focus on like one thing, like just one thing, slowly but surely get into that Necro so you can get some will runes and put them on your defense monsters. Because getting the will runes on the monsters that you're going to use on the defense are going to help you out a whole lot. And you don't have you know you're not farming Necro yet. Don't be in a rush to do it, but that might be required to break into the Conqueror range. Is you might actually have to just be a little bit patient, get that Necro team going, and get you some wheel runes that are going to fit on some of these people that you know you're going to use for your AD. Honestly, if I were you, I would probably just end up running something like Vero, Bella, Briand, Verd. And I would just try to get wheel runes on people. Because all these guys can benefit from wheel runes. Like, their offset isn't so important. And they're going to be useful everywhere, no matter what their offset is. You know, like, you can take a wheel rune Briand into Trial of Ascension and get your loots. And then, you know, these are 4 monsters that you could easily put, like, your best runes on and do really, really well. And they're tough to blow up. So if I were you, I would slowly but surely work on the that Necro team, try to get some wheel runes and maybe incorporate those 4 right there. And then fool around with that whole Bernard, Galleon, Soha, Theo setup. Both of those would be really great. There we go. Did Cedrico leave? I don't think Cedrico left. I love your account, Marnie. You're smart. And your island is organized. Look at how organized your island is. You can go to the next one, Cedric. Hi, Jay. We'll get to you, Jay. No, my little brother played RuneScape. I watched him play RuneScape. Fury Strike. TOA Hard and Conqueror 3. Farming Rift is so much fun to do on 2 phones. This is a grand idea. I like it. Oh, I can play this one with the mouse. That's cool. Well, let's do this, because then this way I can look at the camera. Hold on, I gotta get energy on the other phone real quick. Start that battle. Okay, let's talk about the TOA hard stuff first, though, okay? Verd is looking awesome for TOA hard. Right, you probably already used him and done really great. Was there a particular level that you got stuck at? Fury Strike? Is there like a cock block in the TOA hard or something? Okay, so here you go. Fury. For Trial of Ascension hard mode, okay, you absolutely must have either like a Beretta or a Thrain all maxed up. Okay? So you got TOA hard on lockdown, dude. You got it. You got this. You got brilliant monsters, and you got them ruined the right way. You got them ruined perfectly for TOA hard, right? Like Verd has got a lot of hit points. That's good. Same thing for Spectra. Spectra's got good hit points. That's good. You might make Spectra. You might improve the runes on Spectra, okay? Because he's definitely gonna be a super hot TOA hard monster. That's gonna help you out. So maybe just try to slowly but surely improve his speed a little bit. Get his speed a little higher. Yeah, I mean, you got all the brilliant monsters for TOA hard, except for you're missing the key. Like, you really need Briand, and you need him skilled up too, okay? Because you can clear it without him skilled up, but it's way harder, okay? When you get this move down to 3 turns, it's awesome. So for TOA hard, I would say build you a Mav, okay? Find a Mav, build him up. Summon all your unknown scrolls. Go crazy with your unknown scrolls. Start saving all these guys, okay? And build Mav. And for TOA hard, pretty much all you're gonna need is Mav, Beretta, Vero, maybe Bella on some levels, Briand, Chloe, Spectra, Verd. And then you can use your Bernard on a couple levels, and you can use Vigor and Hua on like TOA hard 100 on some rotate. You got TOA hard on lock. It's done. You got it. But you're gonna have to get this guy skilled up, or get a hold of like a Thrain, or possibly a water. So you need a really good AoE daughter, and Beretta's the best. I imagine you could do really good in TOA hard mode, but for some reason Comtuous has decided that Beretta is a fusion monster. Because he's a fusion monster, everybody should be able to build him and max him and stuff. You're definitely going to be able to do a lot of the TOA hard content without Beretta. But your runs are going to be so much faster, and they're going to go so much better once you get him up there and once you get him skilled up. So you might just clear for a while, and then if you run into cock blocks where you don't have an AoE daughter to help you out, just, you know, be happy with your progression until Beretta or some sort of really good AoE daughter comes around. You know, you could pop Zyros next week, and if you got Zyros, you don't need Beretta. So just think, as far as the TOA hard is concerned, that's what I got for you. You got everything you need except for the AoE daughter, and you really need to work on that. For the arena, I would work on Aquila and try to incorporate him. He doesn't even really need to be skilled up. Try to get some despair runes on him, and try to make him a little faster than your Veramos. So say if your Veramos is 175, make him like 176 or a little faster. And just do some setup like Vero, Bella, Briand, Aquila. Okay? Because your Vero and your Bella and your Briand are always going to have good runes. They're going to be monsters that you're going to use in a lot of other places. And then you throw Aquila in there to scare off the YOLO people, because he's the fastest and he has a chance to remove buffs and stun, right? So Despair faster than Veramos. And then, yeah, then you're set. That's your defense. Vero, Bella, Briand, Aquila. Get some will runes on people, because the will runes will improve your rank drastically, and make sure Aquila is the fastest. And that'll give you the opportunity for, if people are trying to blow you up, there's always that RNG chance that you're going to remove their buffs and stun them and win. So that's for like the, you know, breaking into the Conqueror ranks right there. Really, really great question, my man. I like that. And I like all your TOA hard monsters. Your TOA hard monsters are awesome. You got to be struggling without that AoE daughter. What's your question, Metellus? Man, this fool got a fatal speed rune. That's so whack. So whack. $65%. We're gonna have to charge this phone for a little bit. I'm just gonna have to to look down when it comes time to actually do, like, read the chat. Or look, I'll look up here. Let's do it. Oh, no, the phone fell over. Come back, phone. Oh, the S Pen fell out. S Pen. All right, Cedrico, we're ready. I just got to find a way to get this phone up higher where I can read the chat, but charge it at the same time. Okay, that's good. That'll work for right now. Incoming call. Hold on, I gotta answer this. Hello? Oh my god, somebody spam called me in the middle of the stream. What's up with that? Congratulations, you won something. I didn't win nothing. You never win. You just hang up on them. I never get those spam calls. Never. What is up with that? Boro, Cedrico, QZXZQX. That's a cool name. Necro Team. Where you at, QZ? You're gonna have to type again. I don't see you on the list, my man. We're on global. We haven't switched to the other servers yet. Did QZ leave? QYZ person, can you retype for us? Would that be possible? There you go. Thank you, sir. Oh. Will you just stay on the ground and charge? Yeah, okay. That'll work. Alright. Monsters. How's Wild looking? Oh, she's got skill ups. Do you got... What other fire guys you got? What other fire guys? Clara? You got Juno! Oh my god. Okay, so first things first. 6-star Juno. Put Devilmon into her. She is so good. Juno is so good. She's your Necro leader too. She's going to get you so many Hot Will and Rage runes this year. It's going to be a long year. You know, you're going to have to farm a lot. But Juno is going to be there in every single one of your Necro B10 runs as your leader, providing crit bonus to your entire team. So first things first, Necro team, 6-star Juno, feed her Devilmon. You will use her on arena defense too. You'll use her everywhere because she is that awesome. I want Juno for Necro leader. I would do something like Juno lead, right? And then Bella, Hua, because your Hua is really good, right? And then build Colleen, okay? Because you're gonna want Colleen for Rift anyway. Okay, just summon you some unknown scrolls. There you go. You got her awakened. Good job. Hot stuff. Juno, Colleen, Bella, Hua, and one other, like your best other multi-hit monster, like that's gonna do the most hits. That's probably fire based. You might just throw Verd in there. Okay, believe it or not, his passive doesn't work on the boss. It doesn't matter. He still does decent damage, and since your team is all fire, you really want to use another fire monster. There you go. That's it. That's your Necro team, and you'll be auto farming it. 100% success rate. You won't fail. You just got to get the runes on people there. You got to make sure everybody has like 20,000 hit points. So you're gonna have to change Hua up a little bit and maybe get her like 6k more HPs. Verd's probably good, but you might need to get Hua a little more HPs. And then that's it. You're farming, dude. That's your team. Leader. Colleen. Bella as your backup. It doesn't matter how you ruined him. Just, you know, use however your Bella is ruined. That's great. And then Hua and Verd. And you'll be rocking it. You'll be rocking the place. No problems whatsoever. Great question. And Juno is awesome. That is all. Hi, Tyler. Tyler, are you QZXZQ? Is that you, buddy? Cool. Tyler, you're gonna have a pimped out Necro team, man. You're gonna have a pimped out Necro team in no time. Because you pretty much got all the monsters. Look at Micro and Tricky are like, the loot is so good. Foros likes Cyros. Round YG. Help on current AD plus consistent dragons and Rift team. Where are you at, buddy? Let's see. There you are. Hi, dude. Look at that Monkey King. What does that mean? Okay, so first let's talk about the consistent dragons team. Because the problem that you might be having is either somebody has too low hit points and they're dying, or it's just a progression thing and your runes aren't there. Okay. So just make sure you're working on Vero, right? Because you do want to get Vero going at some point, because he's going to be really the key to helping you auto farm dragons. Because it's tough to do dragons without Vero. You're gonna have to use like 2 cleansers. I'm not 100% sure that you'd be able to do dragons with good success rate with what you got right now. Okay, you'd have to be using Kona, Bella, Brienne, Beretta, and some other like healer type cleanser monster, and you would have to just target the dragon and let the towers fall over. Or possibly, you know, depending on the heals, Brienne might be able to res somebody, but really Brienne's just there to soak up damage and help pull up somebody if they die on the way to the dragon. So if you're trying to do dragons before you fuse Vero, you're really going to need to figure out which other healer is going to help your Beretta stay alive just to wear the towers down. Because more than likely you're just going to have to target the dragon and let the towers fall over so that the dragon doesn't counter people. So until you get Veramos, 6-star Kona, right? Because 6-star Kona is going to also help you in Rift. You see me using Kona in Rift. So that also answers part of your Rift question. So yeah, 6-star Kona. Try to find out another healer that's going to go with your Beretta, Brienne, Bella, Kona setup. Okay, you might be able to do it with Lumi, but she's really not worth the 6-star. You're probably better off just finding another healer like Mikeen or something, who's gonna be a useful in-game monster, because Lumi isn't so useful in-game. And run an extra healer with those 4, right? And you do your Dragon's Run. If somebody dies along the way, Brienne revives them. And when you get to the dragon, you just target the dragon, and you let the dots kill the towers. It takes a while, it's a really long run, but that's what you're going to have to do until you fuse Veramos. Or unless you decide you want a 6-star Lumi. You could possibly 6-star Lumi and deck her out, and she could solo the place. But it's the same thing, it's going to take a really long time. Looks like you're almost there to Veramos. When you get Veramos, okay? When you do get Veramos, just run something like Beretta, Brienne, Bella, Kona, Vero. Okay, when you get Vero. Beretta, Brienne, Bella, Kona, Vero. Target right tower, boss. And you got it. It'll be a really consistent run. It won't be ultra fast, but it'll be a good consistent run, and you won't die. And if you're dying, it's because your Brienne isn't beefy enough, and you need to beef them up a little more. Like power up these runes, and don't make them speed. Speed is great. Speed Brienne is cool, but if you're at this stage of progression, you don't want to speed Brienne. You want him with as much defense and as much hit points as possible. Speed doesn't really matter. So yeah, get Vero fused up, get Brienne like hit points and defense and stuff. Just make him tank Brienne, because if he dies, your run fails. You can't have him dying. And then later game, you know, like 6 months from now, when you got more glory buildings and you got better runes, then switch him to speed. For the Rift, you're gonna 6-star Kona. And you're gonna use your Brienne in Rift. Super tanky Brienne in Rift is gonna be awesome. And then you just you wanna be on the lookout for another like cleanser type monster. Like you have a Fedora. Fedora would be really great because he cleanses. And yeah, I mean your Rift teams are, you know, you see what I'm using. It's really just a matter of like a couple of tanks in the front, making sure you got heal block and armor break, and your water DK and your wind DK will take care of that. You get a healer and a couple of cleansers, good to go. Maybe an attack speed slow type monster. At some point work on a monster that has good attack speed slow. Like your Yin, awesome. You'll probably be using her in-game Rift. So yeah, for Rift, I'd probably maybe just get Fedora going, and 6-star your Yin, because you can use her in Necro too. Like you can make a wind-based Necro team, and Yin will just rip the asshole off everything in Necro B10. And you got a Bernard. So yeah, I'd maybe do Kona, Fedora. Keep working on your Yin. Either that or use the Cowgirl. Like pick one of these, because you'll want attack speed slow for a lot of stages, for a lot of content, and especially the Rift. And you're good to go, my man. You're definitely good to go. But what the most important thing is going to be getting Veramos fused up and getting him changed up, because he's going to die in dragons like this. You really want to try to get him to, like, you know, 36,000 hit points and, you know, 800 defense at least. The defense is really helpful and underrated on Brienne. Alright, Cedric. Arena tips I can give. You need to give your monsters violent runes. Foro, Wax 7. Let me go reopen the webpage and we'll see what's going on with your moderator powers. TOA 50 hard lineup and rune review, please. CPH Alex, what's TOA 50 hard? I'm not gonna be able to look at that right now, and I can't remember what it was. What's up, 40? Next Sunday night stream, please post it everywhere. What does that mean? I don't understand. Let me see if I can unmake you as a moderator, Cedric, and then like remake you. Right now the webpage is just struggling. Don't want to remove him. Set user as moderator. Okay, I set you as moderator again, Cedric. It says Cedrico Fiesto is already a moderator when I tried to set you as a moderator. Alright, dude, I tried to set you as a moderator, but it says you're already a moderator. Maybe we can just try removing you later on and fixing it or something. Okay, I'm gonna close that chat because it's gonna lag the stream. Somebody tell me what TOA Hard 50 is, because I can't look right now. Somebody type into the... Somebody go look and see what TOA Hard 50 is for me. Like, I don't recall 50 being hard. Is it the Dark Pioneer or is it Sierra? Dark Pioneer and Dark Beast Monk? Dude, if you're having problems with Dark Pioneer level, it means that your speed team isn't there, or you're just not doing it right. Okay? Because that level is just all about taking your speed team and making sure nothing moves. You're going to get to a stage of progression where you can use Beretta, Veramos, Spectra. Do you have Spectra made? Yeah, Spectra. You're just going to use Veramos, Spectra, Beretta, some attack bar booster, like maybe like Bernard or Verd or something. Do you have Bernard? Oh, Basalt. You'll use your Basalt, right? And then you need somebody to speed your team up. How's your Beretta accuracy? And yeah, your Beretta's good too. That level shouldn't be too difficult. You're just gonna use Basalt as your only healer, and you got to take somebody to like speed up your team and maybe give you backup heals. Like you might try out like Vigor or possibly Hua just for extra attack bar reduction, and you basically make sure nothing moves. When the fight starts. When the fight starts, don't put dots first. Turbulence the Dark Pioneer. Okay? Like, fight starts, your first move should be reduce the attack bar of the Dark Pioneer. And if you get resisted and you die, don't be mad. Just start over. Do the level again. Because basically what you're going to do is you're going to lock that Dark Pioneer down and make sure he never moves. And you make sure nothing else ever moves, and you stun them, and you reduce their attack bars. And if you're having problems with that level, it's just because like maybe you need to slowly but surely improve your speed tower, speed on your runes, or you're not turbulencing the boss like you should be on a lot of the stages. Because when the Dark Pioneer and the Beast Monks and stuff, when they start moving, that's when things get a little dangerous. It's the Dark Sylph? Yeah, okay, it's the same. Whether it's the Dark Pioneer or whether it's the Dark Sylph, the Sierra level might be a little different, okay? But the Dark Pioneer and the Dark Sylph, they're very similar, right? The one with the Dark Sylph and the Megans, they're very similar. You can't let the boss move, okay? If you let the side guys move, that's fine. But you can't let the boss move. So you gotta be turbulencing the boss, like, at the beginning. Because if the boss moves, the same thing with the Dark Pioneer or the Dark Sylph, your whole team's gonna get screwed. Because they're gonna do their crazy move that, like, sleeps everybody or puts shields and stuff on everybody, and it's gonna be really tough to recover from that. So yeah, you just make sure the boss doesn't move, and then you put dots on the stuff on the side, and you stay alive. The stuff on the side falls over, and then you kill the boss. GG. There's nothing fancy about those stages other than improving your speed team. CPH, I would say the one thing that you're lacking that's going to help you a lot is a really good attack speed booster. Like, build the Wind Magic Penguin Knight, dude. Try to find a Wind Penguin Knight, or try to find a Verd, or improve your Bernard so that you can use him. What you're missing is that part of the speed team that increases your attack bars or reduces your cooldowns. And while I could say you could do that level, you're gonna have more problems doing those levels unless you find those monsters that are gonna boost your attack bars. And right now, the only ones you really have are Megan and Bernard. And Megan is not gonna be so great, especially at 5 stars with these stats. And Bernard is not going to be so great, especially at 5-star with those stats. So we talked about the strats. You got the right monsters, but be on the lookout for something like a Verd, a better Bernard, or maybe the Wind Penguin. Something that can increase your team's attack bars consistently and allow your speed team to go to work. And then just use your Basalt Vero, Beretta comp to go with them. Spectra. Beretta, Spectra, Basalt, Vero. The lag is crazy. Did it come back on? Okay, so CPH, your profile picture is awesome, and if the stream cut out for a second there, the biggest advice I had for you is you really got to work on the monster that's going to improve your speed team, right? Because you got the great speed team, you just don't have like a Verd or a good Bernard or a good Megan, or that Wind Penguin Knight that's going to improve your speed and give you attack bar, consistent attack bar increases. You might try out your Vigor, but he's not going to work as well as like Verd or a better Bernard or the Wind Penguin Knight. And Turbulence the boss. Make sure the boss doesn't move. You'll get it. That's your doggy. Did you see my doggies last night on the stream? My doggies look just like that too. Maybe we can get one of them to come on camera for us at some point. I have 3 Siberian Huskies. Tips for Necro-10. Okay, let's try it. We're gonna try out EU. Alright, how do we switch to EU? I know we click on this, okay, and we click on the name, right? No, we click here. Okay, there we go. EU time? Oh, we got 81% battery. We're doing good there. Time to switch over. And then set this back up. Ooh, bang. That was loud. Oh, come on. Stay. Okay, good. Good. Let's get on EU. Oh, you got loot on EU. You got a mystical scroll. Mass summoning session incoming. Here we go. What are you gonna get? Nat 5. Uh-oh, bang. Crash. Nat 5 incoming. I'm gonna summon your mystical scroll. You're gonna get not enough mana stones. You don't have enough mana stones to summon a mystical scroll? What is up with that? Oh my god. That's epic fail right there. Epic fail. But we'll be alright. Okay, so we're on Euro server now, and we gotta go to, what is it, 1487, right? 1487. Done. I think it was 14. Yeah, okay. J-Rocks Europe. What can I do to pass G1 or G2 or G3? J-Rocks, type something for me in 1487. Pretty please. Don't see J-Rocks yet. Hi, people. Hi, there's J-Rocks. Come here, J-Rocks. Get. Uh-oh, somebody's got Zyros. I'm jelly. That's hot. Oh. It's so nice not to have to work on Mondays and hang out with the stream peoples instead. I just wish that, like, I can't wait for YouTube to improve their streaming service. Or maybe I get like a really boss computer one day. Cuz this is fun. I'm nerfed on resolution and quality because my computer is really awesome, but it's not like it's not a gaming computer, so the graphics in it's kind of struggling a little bit. What can I do to pass G1 or G2 or G3? Ooh. You can put Will Runes on Zyros and put him on your defense. Step 1. Will offset Zyros defense. Now how would you use Zyros? What would you use with him? What do you got? You got a good speed leader. Faye's skilled up. Do you have like a really fast attack bar booster? Bernard's looking pretty good. How fast is Orion? Orion's working. First things first, put Will Runes on Zyros, okay? And then use him with your Faye. Okay? And Bernard, and then one other guy. How's the runes on Faye? She's really slow. Okay, maybe she's gonna need some work, like, because she does a lot of damage. But in order to use her like that, what you'd have to do is use 2 attack bar boosters. You got Aquila. And you got Soha. I don't. You got a lot of great monsters. This is kind of a tough one. The easiest thing is put will runes on Zyros, okay? Because there's so many setups you're going to use Zyros with, and without will runes, you can't hang in the Conqueror ranks. Can't do it. You're probably gonna want to try to make your Bernard faster, and possibly incorporate him in some of those defense setups with Zyros will runes. You could use Theomars the same way, like Theomars and Zyros together on the same YOLO comp with Bernard and some other fourth guy, preferably a buff stripper like Soha. I don't know, man. I would be really tempted to do something like Faye lead, Bernard, Orion, and Zyros, and then just make sure like Zyros has will runes, or possibly, you probably want to do something like that. Or you can do some similar setups with Zyros and Theomars and give them both will runes and just a little support, like maybe Bernard to get their speed up there. Throw them in there with Bernard and Orion. You have two really great monsters in Theo and Zyros, but they're not Conqueror capable without the will offset, because you have nothing that's gonna hold up on your defense. Basically, your defenses are just gonna get crushed and crushed and crushed without the will runes. I would prioritize the will runes and then work on one of your buff strippers like Soha or Aquila. Pick one. I would say Aquila's better than Soha. Okay, Soha's not a great arena buff stripper, but Aquila can be. So will runes on Zyros, possibly Theomaris, and then work on getting him despair and fast. There are people on the global server that run Conqueror level defenses using Zyros, Aquila, Tyrone, and like Bernards and stuff, or Theomaris. And the will offset will help you on your offensive fights too, tremendously, because you'll be able to do so much more with them. So that's my answer to you. Try to work on Aquila, making him despair and fast. A will set on him, despair will on Aquila will make your stuff even better. And then most importantly, get a will offset on Zyros so that he can do something before he dies. You have potential in Bernard and Orion together on the same offense and defense, and I would slowly but surely try to improve the speed and hit points and stuff on them. You got a lot of stuff to do a Necro team with, Jay. You got a lot of potential for Necro, especially with your Soha as a water leader. How do you feel about Lisa versus Zabrolta versus Raok for Necro B10? Use whichever one is skilled up, Matt. If you can't max skill Lisa or you can't max skill Zabrolta, use Raok. Zabrolta and Lisa are better than Raok, but the problem is that you don't have $1 million to do so many summons to get all their skills maxed up. So you're probably going to go with Raok, because he's going to be better than Lisa or Zabrolta every day. Grats on Shasoon, Erinick! Polar bears. To answer that question, check out the video on the channel, like PvP Theory Part 3, about the stuff that helps on the defenses. You're probably lacking will runes, an AoE buff stripper, and attack bar increasers. Milden EU best raid team for farming B3. That's a great question. I think Rift questions are very apt right about now. Hey Milden. It's nice to visit EU. I disagree with you, Bart. Raoak is awesome in Necro B10. If you're running a fire team. Maybe your results with Raoak are mixed because you're not using the right setup. He is bad mofo in Necro. Rift. It's rare that you see water monkeys. Okay, so for Rift, what you're gonna want to do is work on Kona and work on Delphoid. Okay, like make sure they're 6 stars, and make sure they got good speed. Okay, and make Kona and Delphoid as fast as possible. Violent preferred. And then you're gonna take a damage that preferably provides some. You're definitely gonna be using Camilla. If you don't have her for damage, you could put tank runes on her, and she's great for the front line. And you're probably going to be using your Chisun in the front line too. But her defense is a little low. You might try to improve her defense just a little bit. But she's looking pretty good. And you might... Yeah, I don't know, dude. If I were you, I might just tank out Camilla a little bit. And make her a little more tank instead of crit damage. And for your front line... do Chisun and Camilla. Uh-oh. Go back. Go back to Summoner's War. For your front line, use Chisun and Camilla. And then for your back line, use Kona, Delphoid, and two nukers that do like some sort of debuffs, like heal block or attack speed slow, like your Hua. But Camilla and Chisun will need a little bit of defense on them, so that they're not dying. Like preferably, if you can get them to like 1,000 defense. You know, that's sweet. I got a Will Rune hero. Look at that. Oh. Mad loots! I'm excited about that one. Yes. I gotta type to my guildies. Oh, well, I was gonna type to them, but it closed. So that's my advice, my man. Kona, Delphoid, and then Camilla and Chisun for your front line. But improve the defense on them. Try to get them to like 800 to 1,000 defense. And then just whatever nukers you have that do status effects like attack down, attack speed slow, heal block, put them in the back line. And you'll be doing really great to farm Rift 3. And that's pretty much all you need to do for a long time. Because Rift 4 is stupid hard right now. You gotta be pro to farm Rift 4 and 5. Rift 5 is Rift 4. Rift 4 and Rift 5 are like the same. They're like, if you can clear Rift 4, you can clear Rift 5 pretty much. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Shadow. Draco's better than Fedora for defense in the current meta. Fedora not so good on like arena and defense. See, the thing about putting Delphoy in the front line, guys, is you could put her in the front line. She's got good high base defense, but the problem is that you're going to lose speed on her. And you need your cleansers to be fast, because at some point you're going to want to move into B4. And if your cleansers are just tank and really, really slow, they're going to get stunned, and they're not going to cleanse when they're stunned. So my advice to people building Rift teams is, if you're going to use your Delphoy, you can use her in the back, and you can make her like 200 speed on Violent Runes, you know, or 160 or whatever. And you're probably going to get better results from her like that. But yeah, Delphoy can be used in the front. You can use her in the front as a tank. She makes a great tank. But I think cleansers should be fast. IGN, hated by RNG. What is my best possible AD setup and fast AO to clear full will ruined AD? I like that question. That's kind of like, that's a good question. Hated, can you retype in the oh, there you are. No, that's Super JJ. I want you to be my friend. You have a great rep, Monster. You should be Cedric's alt account friend on EU server. Except for, I bet he's never going to play on EU. He doesn't even have enough mana stones to summon a mystical scroll. Monster Box. Are you using Vanessa, Bernard, Orion, and Theomaris right now? Is that what you're using? Because your Orion has got great runes. For, you know, that's pretty high quality. Foro's face on the water warpair. What's your Vanessa looking like? I don't know, it's tough. You got Sierra too. It's really tough, man. Me personally, I'm more scared of Sierra defenses. I really am. But you got great stuff working in your Orion and Vanessa combo. You know? Like, I would be really, really tempted just to, for your defense, just to do like Vanessa, Orion, Theomaris, and Sierra. Like, I'm just scared of that. Like, all around. And just put will runes on everybody, and if Orion derps, it's okay. It's just so scary. It's just it's so scary. You don't really have a healer, but you don't, you know, the healer's not quite so necessary. This is a tough question. This is a real great question. And I think the answer to the question is going to lie in what are you going to want to do for your offense, right? Because your offense, you're going to be reusing the same monsters, and you only have so many will runes to go around. So what I would do is I would concentrate on this Orion first, because you know his skill ups are where they need to be just about. And you got a rune set that makes sense. Swift Will with good speed. And Vanessa is looking pretty good, and she's always going to be so useful. So first and foremost, Vanessa and Orion. You might even use will runes on Vanessa. It's a real popular thing, like for Asian servers. They run offensive comps with like Orion, Vanessa, and they have her like hit point crit damage with a will offset. And they just do something like use their Orion first, then Vanessa goes and armor breaks something if Orion doesn't armor break something, and then the two will rune nukers come along, like the Sierra and the Theomaris, or you know the buff remover and the nuker. Who can you use with those guys to take off buffs if your opponent has buffs? Not a whole lot of people. Yeah, your success is going to be really dependent on like, are you outspeeding them or not? If you're using a team like that, like you're gonna have to outspeed them. That's a tough one. That's a real tough question for me. Because there's a lot of stuff you could do. I don't see any game-breaking AoE nukers though. So if I were you, dude, I'd put the Galleon stuff possibly on the back burner, because you don't have any of these really great. You don't have like Zyros or Alicia or something, right? And you got Lucians, right? So you really don't need Galleon when you got Lucians. Like your Lucians are probably really good and they'll serve you well. Or you have a Lucian. I would work on combinations with Vanessa, Sierra, Theomaris, Orion. I don't necessarily know myself how they would perform, but I would imagine that they're going to perform really well. And what I would do is, if you're concerned about being outsped, try to slowly but surely find like another monster that could possibly be even faster. Like Kabila is a good candidate, right? Because you could potentially make her faster than Menard. And so if you're going up against an opponent and you think that they might be able to outspeed your Orion, you just throw Kabila in there to make sure you get the first turn, and then go to Orion, and then go to like Vanessa and Sierra, or Vanessa and Theomaris. If I had to pick 4, I would say make sure Orion, Sierra, Vanessa, and Theomaris have will runes. Okay? And does it mean that those are going to be the 4 that you're... Does it mean that that's going to be the 4 that you're going to be using on offense all the time? No, but you are going to be using a combination of those 4 on most of your offense and most of your defense fights. And you could possibly put all 4 of those on your defense and do great. So that's my answer to that question. Leave him alone. He looks great. Will runes, and then Vanessa will runes. And maybe even possibly throw will runes on Shasun, because there's lots of cool comps you can do with her if she's on will instead of endure. And then just try to outspeed people and blow them up with Theomaris and Sierra. And if you're not outspeeding them, take this set at some point, or make a set similar, and go put it on Kabila, and you'll outspeed them. Man, you got the makings of a Conqueror defense, but this guy is never gonna be there anytime soon. Maybe at some point when the meta changes and stuff. Super JJ, you gotta check out the PvP Theory Part 3. If you're getting wrecked on the close, it's because you don't have will runes, buff removers, and good attack bar increasing monsters. Perhaps maybe some cleansers too. Raiduru, how can I obtain Arena C3G1? What kind of monsters must I use? Make. I'm not finding you so far, dude. You might have to retype for us. Raderu, you're gonna have to. Is this you? Is this you? Yeah. Okay. No. Is this you? You gotta let me know if this is you. Yeah, it probably is. Okay, because the smiley face it turned into a smiley face in the chat. The D turned into a smiley face. He put colon and then D is what he did. Cedric typed a colon and then he typed a D and it turned into a smiley face. Oh, you need will runes on your Chloe, Traderu. You're gonna get wrecked if you don't have will runes on your Chloe. You're gonna use her on your defense, man. You're definitely gonna be using her on your defense, and you need a will offset. Sacrifice some of these stats, okay? Sacrifice some of these stats. Put will runes on her. Okay. You're probably gonna have to use your Veramos because he's one of your good monsters and he's got good runes. What do you got that's? Oh, you got this. You got Triton. That's gonna be awesome. Work on him, man. He is so good. He is so good. I want him. I want him in a bad way. We Triton would be so cool to have, just because he's an AoE buff remover and he reduces attack bars, like two of the greatest things ever. It's gonna take you a while to make him good, but yeah, build him. He's gonna be on your defense, man. He's gonna be a staple on your defense. Oh my goodness, that makes me excited. Go you in this pool, my man. Go you, and having that monster, that's gonna be so awesome. You're gonna end up using something like your Vero, your Chloe, okay, and you got two of them. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just noticed you have two. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Work on this one. Only work on one. You don't need two of them. Don't feed one to the other, okay? Hold on to two of them because there might be a time when you want to. Oh. But work on this one and leave the other one alone for a really long time. And just do something like Vero, Bella, this guy, and Chloe. And get Will offset on Chloe and get Will offset on these other people. Like Bella, preferably. Okay? And work on Bella. Work on Veramos. Get Wilrune offset on her first and foremost. And slowly but surely work on a Wilrune offset for these two guys right here. And make Chloe be the fastest. Make this guy be the second fastest. Make Veramos be the third fastest. And then Bella can be anywhere. You can make him the fastest. You can make him the slowest. Doesn't matter. Just make him whatever his speed is for the rest of your content. And that is going to keep people from nuking you. And you're not going to fall. And you're going to survive. And you're going to close with the gold stars. Or possibly the 1 red stars. Because that's all the components of a good defense right there. You will stop people from nuking you. You will remove off their buffs when they're trying to YOLO you. And this guy needs to be Despair, by the way. Despair and really fast. And, yeah. So, there you go, my man. Will set on her. And at some point, make him Despair Will and really fast. And then just use these two because they're good monsters. And then over time, you'll find other cool stuff to use. But yeah, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he is going to be so good on offense. You're gonna have a blast with him on offense too. Despair Will really fast. Look at that! You're already working on the Will runes. That's hot. And you got the speed right there. Look at you know what you're doing, man. Why are you even asking me questions? Why you? Nah, seriously. If you don't put Will runes on her, you're gonna get your ass handed to you at close time. That's all there is to it. Great question. Grats on. Yes, I got a defense violent grindstone. Yes, we're getting good loots today too. This is fun. Man, Micro got a hit point with 11% hit points. Dope loots all around. Oh. Foro, can we pause for a bit? Cedric is hungry. Yeah, we can pause for a bit. I can make a little food. We're gonna take a pause from the account visiting for just a moment. And we're just I'm gonna hang out here and we'll do rift farming and we can do the vape setups. Somebody asked a question about vape setups. We can just do random AMA for a second. Let me refill my drink here. Just 1 second. Super JJ, but you're having trouble making a choice for your AD. Methalis, I'm pretty sure a lot of things are dangerous for your lungs. You know, I hear that oxygen makes I'm just gonna close that down. I hear that oxygen, causes rust, and we breathe oxygen every day, and it's useful for our bodies. Vaping is it's not as bad for you as smoking would be. And so, yeah. I have, I don't know, right here, I just have like this is like a 100 watt box mod. And I don't like dripping very much. I have lots of drippers, but I'm not a big fan of dripping. So this one is like a pre-built tank. That's like a Smok TFV4. And this is I'm a big fan of Sigelei. Sigelei makes good products. This is a Sigelei 100 watt box mod. And this one can chuck some clouds because this little pre-builder thingy works out pretty good. And then I use this one. This is a 75 watt box mod, also by Sigelei. Takes one 18650 battery. And this tank is a buildable tank. Like you open that up and you build inside it. And it's not like this one. This one's like pre-built. It does have a buildable section, but that's a pre-built one in there. Yeah, and I use these two depending on like if I'm gonna be out of the house or whatever. I'll take this one. And then if I'm hanging around in the house, I'll take this one because it's got more power and stuff, and it's cool. I got a speed rage. That's not too bad. And yeah, those are the two that I use primarily, just because they're convenient and they're nice. Yeah. This is us auto farming B3 right here, really fast. So yeah, back on the vaping thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'd be healthier if you didn't vape, right? But I smoked for a long time, and I quit smoking a long time ago. And I can tell you this: vaping is not as bad for your lungs as smoking. So I'm gonna go with maybe the lesser of two evils. But just like the rest of life, there's always gonna be evils. And I'm okay with that, because I got a smile on my face, and that's what really matters. Oxore, we'll go back to you, and we'll probably do this on Wednesday too. I can't say 100% for certain, but we're just likely going to do the same thing on Wednesday afternoon as well. Oh, Mr. Moon with the greatest wisdom of all. That's awesome. What farmable monsters that can potential do good on raid? Colleen, Konamiya for your healers. Definitely, like if you're looking to do really awesome in raid, build yourself a Colleen, build yourself a Konamiya. Just stick them with like, a tank or two on the front line and some nukers that have maybe like one nuker that has an armor break, and you're good to go. Like seriously, I mean, everybody should just, like, if you're struggling or you want to know what to do in Rift, build Colleen, build Kona, make them violent, make them fast, stick them in the back line, stick some other monsters in there. You're good to go to farm Rift 3. Right now, speed farming B3 is like where it's at because you can do it so fast, and you can get really great loots from B3. So I can do the 5 and I can do the 4, but we're doing the 3 because it's just it clears so fast and you get really great loots. Why not? I'm pretty sure at some point we'll go to 4, and like, cause I can farm 4 already, but sometimes like some of my guildmates just aren't quite there, and I want to do some improvements before 4 is the one that I'm farming 24/7, and I think it's gonna be 3 for a little while, just cause it's so easy to clear fast. How do you think Necro, B10, Gibraltar, Shiwa, Lisa, Huahi, and Smokey will work? Fnatic, that might work, but you gotta you don't have armor break. Like you need armor break, dude. Sub out somebody. Sub out like Gibraltar and put in Bella. It's just gonna do so much better. Run Shiwa in the lead and then do like Wahi, Smokey, Lisa, Bella. The hype is real for Bulldozer indeed. I want the light Frankenstein in a bad way. I want that bad guy. I got the light. I got the dark mummy this morning. But he's not very good. But I was excited because it's a new monster, and I don't have a dark mummy. Benjamin, like in game, like the current meta is Swift Orion. But he's so much better for other things if he's on Violent. You know, like if you need to use him in dungeons and stuff, you're gonna want to build him Violent. Or Orion's a good Rift monster because he's got a really great chance to do like heal block and armor break. And increase the attack bars of your team. He's a good Rift monster. And so if you're using him in PvE content, you want him to be Violent. But if you want to know what the best build for PvP is, it's Swift. That's what all the big bad boys do. Hi, Eric. Right now we're waiting on Cedric to come back with some food, and then we'll do some more Q&A. How long have we been going? Somebody look at the timer on the stream. Oh wait, I could tell just by looking. Oh wow, seriously, we've been going for two hours already? That's awesome. All right, Cedric. We are back in the channel, 1487. You get some food, Cedric? Who's next? I want to check out a Monster Box, man. I got a hankering for a Monster Box. More consistent Dragons B10 using Farmable and Necro B10 to low damage. Mr. Kit, can you say something in chat? There you are. You need help with more consistent Dragons B10 using Farmable and Necro B10 to low damage. Okay, well, if you're trying to do Necro B10, just hold off until you get these guys right here 6-starred with better runes. Okay? You just need to you got right rune setups. But yeah, you're gonna want her to be 6-star at some point for Necro B10. You're probably going to want to use Juno as your leader. So alright, Zerbrolta's Violent Revenge. That's good. Are you using Mr. Kick? Are you using Juno as your Necro leader? She's Violent Revenge too. It's tough to use the fire and the wind guys together. Because you kind of need your yin to be the one that gets pulled. And there's going to be times that if she's not the one that gets pulled, it's going to make it harder for you to kill the fire guy because you're lacking some of the damage. My guess is that you're for Necro you're using like these two together, and that's what's gonna cause some problems and some inconsistencies, because if he gets pulled, then he's gonna take a while to kill, because Yin is gonna glance, and your other fire monster isn't gonna do, she's not really a damage dealer. Bella doesn't do a lot of damage, and Juno doesn't do a lot of damage. I don't know. For the Necro, I would try to keep it with like all fire and then light and dark, like Juno, Zerbrolta, Colleen, Raok, and Bella. And then this way you don't have to worry about inconsistencies when like one of the fire guys gets pulled and Yin can't nuke them down. She turns into like a wet noodle because of the glancing. Let's see here. I'm just reading the chat for just a second. Either that or, you would have to switch to like a wind-based team, and you don't want to do that because Juna and Zerbrolta are just so good. Zerbrolta is better than Yin and Necro. Yin's really great, but Zerbrolta is better. I don't know. For Necro, what I would try out, dude, is like get these two 6-star and get Violent Revenge on him. You can try him out like this; it might work. But Violent Revenge or Triple Revenge will work too. Would be better. Because Raok's multi-hit on his first skill will proc on Revenge, and so you can actually get by doing him like Triple Revenge, and he'll get he'll get a good number of hits there. And what's going to end up happening is anytime somebody gets pulled, they'll get nuked down faster, and your run will go better. So yeah, 6-star her, because you're gonna want her 6-star for raids anyway. 6-star him and use him over Yin and Necro, along with Gibraltar and then Juno as your leader. And just leave Juno like this. Just, you know, she'll work. That team will work for Necro. You just gotta slowly but surely improve the damage on Gibraltar and Raok and Colleen. You can build Raok pretty nuke style, and that run will do good. For dragons, if you're having problems in consistency with dragons, you're probably gonna want to like find a reviver. Dragons is gonna be tough for you because you don't have a reviver, and you don't have like a Verd to go at it really fast. Do the whole Sigmaris leader. Do you have Theo? Do you have Theo? No. Who else do you have that could... You got Kona. Do this for dragons, okay? Because you're going to want a 6-star Kona for raids, right? Like, there's going to be a point when you're going to want a 6-star Kona for your raids, to farm your B3 raid. And so do this for dragons. Run, like, Vero in the lead, and then do Kona, Bella, Spectra, Megan. Okay? And if you build your Kona for Rift, which should be lots of HPs, lots of speed, preferably on Violent, the run isn't going to be super bloody fast, but you're not going to fail very much. You know, you're going to have a really, really, really strong success rate. Because these two guys are just like going to cleanse city. He'll do the armor break. He'll slow the towers down. And between these two guys, they'll get the buff off the dragon, and you can just face the dragon. And yeah, you at some point when your runes get there, you want to do that with Sig instead to make the run faster. But my guess is that your Sig's not there. He's dying. And you don't have enough heals, your team is dying. So do this for your Dragons team. Just take out Sig, use Vero as the leader, and then use your 6-star Kona in there to back up Bella and Vero with the cleansing and the healing. Then use him to slow the towers and do the nuking, and he'll do good damage even with this build. That's a great build. And then your Megan in there, GG. That's your Dragons round too. So yeah. To recap your stuff, my man, use Raok instead of Yin on your Necro team, and get these 3 6-starred right here, and then because you're gonna want these 2 for raid anyway. And then for your dragons, do Vero lead, Bella, Kona, Spectra, Megan face the dragon. Good, GG, good to go. Yeah, I see Verd there. I see Verd. But the Verd you're gonna have some combinations that you can do with Verd, yeah. But you're probably gonna want to do that Kona first, just because he's gonna allow you to get the rune power ups from the Rift. You know, that Rift kind of altered the progression a little bit, where, you know, if you just start doing Rift 3 groups with your raid members, you're going to be able to get significant rune bonuses really easy. Like, look at this loot. Nemesis. 3 speed on a Nemesis rune. 3 attack on a focus rune. I mean, the loots from 3 are just great. Tenzo. Failing Dragons B10 20% and stuck on arena. Where's Tenzo? Tenzo, yay! Hey, type to me just a second, Tenzo, and tell me like who's dying in your Dragons run, like, or where does it die at? Oh, is the Proc Mini real? Is it real? Oh, all right, Tenzo, we're gonna get to you. While we're waiting on Tenzo to type and telling me why his Dragons run is failing, let's take a second and Proc Mini is real. It's real. Does anybody want a fun hangout guild on? Does anybody want a fun hangout guild on global server and is looking to do super freaking awesome progression and have lots of cool friends to hang out and farm with, buddies to do rift with, and then buddies to do guild battles with, and probably, you know, just do like farming guild battles because your focus might want to be a little more on like TOA and rift and stuff like that, and so getting really competitive in the guild battles might not be the best use of time. I think Cedric Proc Mini is real. So I'm going to talk about this for just a second. Before we're going to get to you, Tenzo. I got you right here, man. And thanks for answering my question. Cedric is making this guild on the global server that's going to be about like us, right? What we do. We talk strategy, we have fun, we work on, what progression, how you're going to get better, hanging out with friends. And there's going to be guild battles, but I think, because of the way that the focus is going to be, I don't think that the guild is going to be like super competitive, right? So it's probably, they're probably going to play at a lower level so that the guild battles are just like farming guild points. And if you are interested, you should probably look for a way to contact Cedric, because it's real. And it will be Proc Ready affiliated. So you might even have the opportunity to hang out and do like rift farming and stuff with people like myself and the guildmates that I'm doing this stuff with. Oh, usually at the end, 10% dragons wipes 1 or 2 and monsters die. Who are you using, Tenzo? Are you using like Verd, Vero? You're using Verd, Vero, Bella, and who else? Yeah, we got a. I think we might have a few on Asia. Verd, Vero, Theo, Bella, Amen. Verd, Vero, Theo, Bella, Amen. Okay. Don't mess with Veramos. Veramos is looking good for dragons. Okay. Verd could be improved just slowly over time to maybe increase his defense or his hit points. Okay. Because that's a little low for facing the dragon straight up, which is what you're probably trying to do. Verd, Vero, Bella, Verd, Vero, Bella, Amen, Theo. Why don't you just take out Theo and play it a little safer, right? The run won't be as fast, but it'll be a million times more consistent. Why don't you throw in Spectra instead of Theo? How does your Spectra look? How do your revivers look? You got Vanessa. Her revive isn't so great though. I don't know, man. If I were you, honestly, I would try to take out Theo and possibly throw in Spectra instead. He's a little low on hit points, and it might fail sometimes when him or Verd gets killed. Really, if you're looking for a 100% success rate, you're gonna need to find some way to either drastically improve your speed on your team, or like, you know, give them a speed buffer or something. Or you're gonna have to incorporate revive and just kill the right tower. I don't know, man. If you're concerned about failing and it's a waste of your time to fail on those runs, just try out, like, I don't know, you got a lot of great monsters here. Try out running Spectra sometimes instead of Theo, and just doing the same thing, facing the dragon. That might help out a little more. Or see if Vanessa's res is enough to allow you to just kill the towers first, and hit the dragon up, like Verd, Vero, Bella, Vanessa, Chloe. Try this too. Verd, Vanessa, Chloe, Bella, Vero, right tower, dragon. Okay. I'm not 100% sure how it would work, but more often than not, somebody's gonna die when the right tower goes down. And then Vanessa will bring them back to life, and then somebody will pop a heal on them, and then you'll be able to keep going, and then clearing the dragon is going to be good. Your team is pretty good, but what I would probably do is 6-star Konamiya, because you're going to want him for Rift, just like this. Just 6-star him and get him HP right here, and then take out Amen and put Konamiya in there instead. And just use the same team, but use Konamiya. So here's the 3 options that I'd like you to try. Option number 1, just see how it goes without Theomaris and Spectra instead. Okay, it's gonna fail sometimes because your Verd's hit points are really low, and so is Spectra. But it's gonna fail before you get to the dragon. It's gonna fail at Zyros. And try also try Verd, Vanessa, Chloe, Bella, Vero, right tower, boss. Okay, try that out. Right tower, boss with those five. And then what I think would probably be your best bet overall is 6-star this bad boy for Rift. Make him fast, give him, speed, HP, and then just use him instead of Amon with your current setup. Verd, Theo, Bella, Vero, Kona. And you won't be failing. And then at some point when your runes get there, when you got the right runes, you're just going to run like Verd, Theo, Bella, Vero, and Megan. And you're gonna use Veramos' leader skill to give everybody hit points, and you're gonna face the dragon. If you're curious to see how that run does, just go check out a video on Childish Play's channel that was posted last Sunday, about 8 days ago, called Sunday Fun Day, where me and Childish are like doing our Dragons run, and you'll see that's the run that he uses. Vero lead, Theo, Megan, Bella. Well, he doesn't use Verd. He uses a slightly different setup, but yeah, check that out. It's cool. Cool stuff. But that's the answers I have for you, buddy. Try those three setups out, and go with whichever one gives you the greatest success. Tenzo, if you're looking to get really, really serious and get the percentage up and reduce the fails, nothing's gonna help you more than plus 15ing a lot of those 2, 4, and 6 runes that you got there, even if they're 5 stars. Hi, Tenzo. Asia server time. Oh, Barat, that's the story of my life, right? Theomaris gets 3 violent procs and 3 revenge procs, and oh. Were we gonna go to 1487 on Asia? Oh, I probably shouldn't have collected your energy. All right. Oh wait, we are on Asia. We don't gotta switch them anymore. We gotta change channels. Is what we gotta do. 1487 done. Fnatic, don't build Orion Despair. I tried him out on Despair. It's terrible. Violent or Swift. Violent or Swift. And then if you go Violent, preferably Will Offset if you want to use him in PvP. You gotta have a Will Offset. Mine doesn't have a Will Offset, but I don't really use him in PvP. I have mine built Violent Nemesis, and I use him for PvE stuff. Like autoing TOA hard mode. This month I used Orion to auto most of TOA hard. Violent, really fast Orion is just paired with Briand and Despair Praha, man. Oh my god. I autoed like most of TOA hard with those 3. Oh. Summon the scroll. Do we I don't know if we have enough mana stones to summon the scroll. Oh, you got 10,000 mana stones. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that enough to summon a mystical scroll? It is! It is! You got skill ups for Vigor. There you go. There you go, buddy. Sup, Ford? It's okay, NYC. in my guild chat, in the proc rated guild chat, my name isn't Foro, it's Fork. because autocorrect makes everybody type fork instead of Foro. And so I'm Fork in our guild chat. Tinzo, you got some great monsters, man. You got some really great monsters. You got the makings of everything you need to do, like your TOA hard and your Rift, and heck yeah. Oh, I'm waiting for Chucky1. Oh, there you go. Okay, never mind. He's been there the whole time. Hey, Chucky1 has Mirror too. We're Mirror buddies. Miss Ian, your question about Aquila is just Despair Will, and then if depending on what runes you have, you know, it really doesn't matter. You know, don't shoot for a specific attack or a specific HP metric. Just shoot for the fastest that you can make him on Despair Will with, you know, the best overall stats. You know, if you got to give him crit rate, give him crit rate. If you got to give him HP, give him HP. That's how I'd answer that question. Like, I have a couple monsters like that. Like, my Orion is a good example. My Orion has, like, accuracy and hit points on slot 4 and 6. Just because those are the runes that I had that had the speed that I wanted him to be at. And so my Orion is accuracy and hit points. And I think Aquila kind of fits in that same little niche where what the most important thing is the Despair, Will, and the speed, and then whatever 4 and 6 you end up getting is just what you roll with. You know, whether it's defense and hit points, attack and hit points, attack, you know, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what was Chuki's question? I gotta go read again. Can you help me with getting into the C1 and above? You have Leo. And you have Chisoon. And you have Briand. Do you have something that increases attack bars, like a Bird or an Orion? Let's see. What do you got farther back here that you could possibly work on? Oh, you got Aquila. Okay, so here's the thing. You have Leo, okay? And you have Chisoon. And Chisoon is, you know, you're working on her skill ups. That's good. Leo is Devilmond up, right? Do your AD and your AOs are going to all revolve around Leo because you have him, okay? And he's a gift from Com2uS. He says your progression in arena is gonna be built around Leo. But here's the thing. The way you have him built isn't really the best way to build him. Leo is only as good as Leo is alive. Okay? So I love the crit rate and the crit damage that you got, but he's not going to survive. Like, anybody with any monsters are just going to blow this Leo up in like a hit or two. I would change Leo up just a little bit. Do the same thing, stay away from speed subs, right? He doesn't need any speed. But I would give him at least, like 28,000 hit points. Okay? And and then do whatever with the crit rate and the crit damage. You know, if you can make a really cool build that has like good crit rate and crit damage with the hit points, do it. You know, some people will do like attack, HP, crit damage, but you don't want to do attack, crit damage. So first things first, to improve your rank, change this Leo up and get him like, you know, almost 30,000 hit points. Take the speed off of Chasun. Okay, now speed on Chasun is awesome. It really is. It's better for content, right? So maybe if you're looking to clear like TOA, you might switch out a speed rune for an HP rune, but make her be like put an extra defense or an extra hit point rune on her. Okay, because when you use her with Leo, which you will, she doesn't need this plus 78 speed. Then think about the monsters that you can throw on your defense with Leo. Really good candidates would be like Veramos, Megan because she increases attack bars, Aquila because he's gonna turn hit point Leo into nuker Leo with his buffs, with his crazy buffs, and he's gonna strip buffs off the enemies, which really helps on defense. I don't know, man. I would probably do something like Leo, slow Chasun, Darien in the meantime, because he'll give you armor break, and then maybe like Veramos, just throw him in there for the HP leader. You'll get a lot of people fits because everything will have a lot of hit points. You'll have Darien passive. And then at some point you'll come across like an Orion or a Verd. Or maybe even like a really cool tune like a Molly or something that you could incorporate with your Leo and your Chasun that's even better. But in the meantime, like a really slow Darien and your Veramos would make good candidates, or possibly even a really slow Darien and Briand. Do Chasun, Leo, Briand, really slow Darien. You don't need to use Darien. Like if you're boycotting Darien, you could go with something else that's slow and has armor break. But you're gonna want armor break somewhere in there. Or you could do like Theo, Chasun, Aquila, and a slow armor breaker, and that would do really good. What's your speed like on Theo? Fast. That's good. Ready for Rift. So yeah, basics. Give him hit points. Don't make him YOLO. Okay. Change this speed rune to HP, give her more HPs, and hold on to this rune so that you can switch her back from time to time if you need her to do like TOA or something and you'd rather have the speed. And then find you an armor breaker to go with them, and then run them with like Aquila when he's 6-star, or possibly like Megan, until you come across like a Verd or an Orion, and then run them instead. And then for your offense, you can do fun stuff like Megan leader, double Lucian, and Theo. Just make everybody really slow, and survive the first round, and then Megan up and double Lucian. GG. You're probably doing that already, but you're gonna need Leo for your defense, and you're gonna need him to have hit points on your defense. It's gonna help if Chasun has a will offset too instead of endure. So the basics would be get hit points on him, dude. You can leave him vampire. That's awesome. Will offset on her. Take away the speed. And then use these two on defense with like Aquila or Megan or Veramos or Bella or Darien. And you'll do really well, and that will allow you to break into the gold star rank. There you go. Fnatic gave Chloe skills to Iona. Supro, we've been talking about that. It'll be on the recording. But the tip so far from everybody is if you build yourself Kona and Colleen, you're gonna get use out of them for farming Rift 3. So if you don't have Kona and Colleen, build them up for Rift 3 possibly. Uh-oh. Stay up. Great Tiger. Great Tiger. Do, 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 do. You can do a dark team for Necro? Heck yeah. All those dark multi-hitters are good for Necro. But you got to be careful for those monsters that have auto attacks, like skills that don't hit multiple times. They look like they're good Necro monsters, but they're really not. Like there's a couple of those Jack-o'-lantern guys that don't do multiple. That don't, you know, when you really look at their skill set and what they're going to do on auto, they're not going to multiple hit very well. And I really haven't taken a look at the dark one, so you just have to look at his second and third skills and make sure he's going to be multiple hitting a lot. Colleen is probably better for Chisoon for Rift in game because Colleen brings the heal block and attack down debuff. But Chisoon's really good for Rift too. Just don't use them both. Like if you're using Chisoon, don't use Colleen. If you're using Colleen, don't use Chisoon. Okay. So, what was our question here? Tips to maintain Conqueror 1 and on AD also. Oh. Cool, Veramos. Ooh, I got another defense violent one. That's awesome. See, look, defense violent 3 to 6%. I want that for my Fedora. Okay. Your defense is probably getting mashed. Okay, so you're most definitely going to be using your Veramos and your Sekhmet, right? I mean, that's a no-brainer. Sekhmet is actually really good in Arena, especially on defense. She's a legit defense monster. People have probably seen this on my streams. I run across a couple in the top 30 every now and then, because she's got a good skill set for it. Stealing buffs and putting all those debuffs. It's nutty. Oh, I don't know, my man. I would probably do something like Vero, Bella, Verd, and Sekhmet, right? If you're not already running them for your defense, stick them on your defense because that's going to be your best team for right now. The problem with you breaking into keeping the gold stars is going to be the fact that you just need to slowly work on your progression, okay? Like, I would imagine if you just spent a whole bunch of mana and made sure all these 2, 4, and 6 runes were all powered up, and use those 4 on your defense, you could possibly, you know, hold the gold star rank consistently. But what's really going to benefit you is just like your overall progression. Work on that Necro team, okay? And get will runes on like him and him and him and just across the board. Like those 4 guys could possibly serve you really well, even like up to red star rank in defense, but and possibly even on offense. But you're gonna need Oh, I got a hero rage rune. Look at that. Look at the loot from 3. That's amazing. But you're not gonna be able to hang with the big boys unless they have will runes if you're gonna use them on defense. Let's see. Let's talk about potential monsters. Aquila has the potential to serve you on defense to protect your defense from getting raped. So you probably do want to work on him over like these guys, right? Like you don't need to work on all this stuff over here, right? But you do need to work on him and 6-star him. You can likely get by without 6-starring Shannon and Shimate and Bernard, but you're gonna want to 6-star him because there's probably gonna come a time when you want to put him on your defense instead of say Verd, okay? To give you the opportunity to protect yourself from YOLO comps. And I'm sure that Sekhmet and Vero and Bella and Aquila will get kills, which they will. They don't necessarily need Verd. So yeah, my advice to you would be to keep working on the Necro team. You'll probably have a good fire one going at some point. And then when you get will runes, slowly incorporate will runes on Vero, Sekhmet, possibly even Bella, and then work on this bad boy and get him on Despair Will and make him the fastest, because he'll serve you better on your defense than say like Verd and Sekhmet together. Like you could replace one of these with Aquila and be doing a lot better. And he can help you on your Lucian offenses, dude. Because you see you got Lucian. He can be really fun to go with Lucian. Oh. Okay, so we're only gonna do a few more Q&As, and then I think we're gonna call it a stream for today's stream because we've been going for like almost 4 hours now. And I need to get a little bit of food and sustenance and stuff. And we could do it on Wednesday. We could certainly do the same thing on Wednesday. So Cedric, why don't you give me one more from the Asia server, and then we'll just start. We'll call it a day for Q&A. Ivan, nah, you don't really want to use Light Yeti for Necro. He can be used. He can be. I don't see Blur 5 on the typing list, no. Blur 5, can you type in the Asia? Pretty please? If not, we can just go to the next person. Oh, I love these specific questions. I you know, Blur, great question, man. Great question. Can't seem to outspeed Bernard comps. Yeah, we got him. Hey Blur, what are you using with Tiana on your offense? If you don't mind me asking, can you? I saw you typing. You can probably type back to me. Um, Bernard comps are outspeeding you. Okay, here's what I would do. Here's what I would try out, okay? If you have shield runes, try her out on like double shield will, okay? And you could still make her fast, but she doesn't need to be super ultra fast, right? And this is how I would rune a Tiana, okay? This is how you need to do your Tiana. Make her be double shield will, right? Because she's got good base hit points. She got really good base hit points, and she'll give you a little bit of damage buffer, right? And then try to make Galleon like kind of the same thing, like maybe double shield will. And then in your nuke comps, to whatever you're using with Tiana, don't outspeed those Bernard comps. Let them move first and survive that first round, and then Tiana, and then nuke them. Because what's gonna allow you to do that is getting will runes on your nukers, and that's why I asked, what are you using? What are you using with Tiana? Because okay, so say you're using Tyrone and Galleon and Lucian, right? Well, here's the thing: Tyrone, Galleon, and Lucian don't have will runes. Okay, so what's happening? You're getting outsped by the Bernard comps, and people are dying because stuff gets armor broken, and your Lucians and your Tyrones and stuff just fall over, and then Tiana and the other two guys aren't enough to pull off the win. What you need to do is you need to get will runes on your nukers, okay? Because there are going to be teams that you're not going to outspeed. Don't try to outspeed them, okay? Let them move first. The will runes will prevent you from getting armor broken on the first round, okay? And if they don't armor break you on your first round, and maybe you have a couple of shield stats that add a little bit of a shield buffer, they're not going to die. And those Bernard teams, they're going to move first, but they're not going to blow up like one or two of your guys before Tiana's turn is up. And then as soon as Tiana's turn is up, it's over. So my advice to you would be, the nukers that you're using, try to rework them to get them will offsets, okay? And then maybe throw a couple of shield sets in the mix so that when you go up against those teams, you know that they're going to move first. They're not going to kill anybody. It's going to be close. They'll hurt some people, but they won't kill anybody before Tiana's turn is up, right? Because she'll be sitting at around like maybe 200 speed, right? You'll probably have your Tiana at 200 speed. And that's okay, because as soon as Tiana's turn is up, it's over. I think if you want examples of that, okay, the YouTuber Blackie Bear, he just pulled the Tiana, okay, and he's probably going to end up having a lot of PvP videos on his channel explaining that exact thing that I'm talking about right now, okay. Don't do the Swift Tiana and try to outspeed them. Put will runes on all your nukers across the board, like everybody has will sets. And if you can't outspeed them, let them move one time, absorb the damage, then blow them to Kingdom Come. That is how I would. If I pull Tiana in 2 weeks when she's up in stones, she's gonna be shield double will so fast it's not even funny. I will 0 to hero Tiana. She will be shield double will. She'll be at around like 210 speed, and I will rank #1 in arena. Because that she's just so overpowered. Congratulations. Congratulations. One of these days you're going to pop like an Alicia or a Zyros or something, and then the world is going to be over. I know that's a really tough rework, okay? Just be patient with it. You know, wait for a rune removal day, make some plans, make your calculations. You know, go into your runes, make all your calculations, prepare yourself. Then when you get a rune removal, do it. Try it out for 24 hours. Spin some wings on refills, and then roll with it. You know, don't do it without rune removal, and don't do it without careful planning, because you are gonna have to make sure you tune the speed right, as well. And just try to get as many shield sets on there as you can, and play around with it on rune removal. See how your damage is, because what you might end up finding is that Tyrone isn't the best to use. Okay, like you might end up doing something like throwing another AoE nuker in there instead of Tyrone for the speed leader, if you got one. Like you might possibly find that using Chandra or something will work out better than Tyrone, or if you got an attack power leader skill. What else do you got that could be used instead of Tyrone? Oh, you got Water Horse to play with Katarina. That's cool. Yeah, you might be using Tyrone for a while, because I really don't see any other like significant crazy AoE damage units just yet. You'll get one. So yeah, you might end up adjusting the runes on them and making them slower, but with more damage and stuff. Oh yeah, your Tyrone's good. That's pretty good. Maybe slow him down a little bit and get his crit rate higher. Fixing Galleon is going to help out a lot too. That's just broken right there. Like that's a waste. That's a total misrune. Like you don't do crit damage with 37 crit rate. Yeah, definitely. When you do the rework him, and he, don't do crit damage unless you get 75 crit rate. Do attack and stuff instead if you need to. But congratulations on having Tiana, man, and having really great runes for her too. Just move that Swift set over to like Bernard, so that you can do like Bernard Megan Doublelution sometimes if you're lazy or something, or Megan Tiana Doublelution. You move them runes over to like Megan or something. Cause yeah, Megan Tiana Doublelution would be a cool comp to fool around with too, like later on down the road if you happen to come across a second Lucian. So yeah, that's my advice. Try to plan that out. Get wheel runes across the board, even on your nukers, and then just survive that first round instead of trying to outspeed them. What? All right. One last one, and then we're gonna call it for the Q&A, and then we'll probably end up just calling it for a stream too, cause it's 4 o'clock my time, and I need a little bit of food. How's that Awakening Veramos going, Cedric? Ooh, I got a shield rune with attack. These loots are so good. Cedric, is there anybody left on Asia, or should we call it a day? Is there like somebody dying on Asia that we probably should do? Pick me. Hi, Alex. What? I can't even visit Alex. Why can't I visit Alex? Can you not visit people that are below level 40 or something? Ugh. Alright, so before we close the stream, Cedric is making a guild, okay? And if you're on the global server and you're curious, you want people to hang out with, to do your progression and chat, and you want to do fun guild battles, but just to farm points, not necessarily worry about being the best, you should hit up Cedric, and Cedric is going to get with me, and we will figure out a way for you guys to get in contact with Cedric. But in the meantime, before the stream is over with, Cedric is going to type some sort of contact information in the stream. He's going to like give you his Kako Talk ID. So if you're curious about joining a guild on Global, you can look him up on like Kako Talk or Line. You could possibly hit me up too. Everybody knows I'm online as Forosnai. Or you could send me a message in channel, and I could tell Cedric that you're interested in hanging out in Proc Mini on Global server. I love your Miss Ayin. I love your little avatar. That's just a beautiful little picture. I'm a big fan of teal hair, like bluish long hair. It's so sexy. It's nice. I like it. I'll take a defense vampire. I'll take it. That'll get grinded on something. You trying it out, Tenzo? My concern is that Vanessa doesn't res him with enough hit points, but yeah, I mean it. With Verd, they probably will, and as long as the rest of you guys have enough hit points, it'll probably work most of the time. Oh, Cedric has kick too. Look at him. He put his kick in the stream info too. Maybe we'll make a short video on the channel at some point. Just putting out an APB. Oh, so yeah. If you thought this format today was cool, let me know. Maybe we'll do this for like Monday. Maybe do this for like Monday and Wednesday streams. Do like the double screen thing. I'm doing this on my computer instead of the phone. Maybe we can even do some rush hour like this. You just have to put up with me playing without looking into the camera sometimes. Like I would have to be looking down here. You might have to put up with me like doing this number, right? And as long as people can put up with me doing this number to play really fast, we might be able to try to go like, top 10, rank 1 during rush hour, because I can play a million times faster like this. So yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out today, for helping me test out the new stream setup, the new Monster Box hanging out setup. As always, keep it real. If you got a question, post it in the comments. Have fun with your farming activities. And we will be doing this again Wednesday. Same bat time, same bat channel, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday, same hangout. We'll probably be doing the same thing. Farming Rift, talking about monster boxes. Peace out, peoples. Thanks for hanging out.